What's up, guys? How is everybody on this beautiful... What fucking day is it? Thursday. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Okay, I didn't break it, even though I just chucked it across the room. Which I didn't expect it to break, otherwise I wouldn't have thrown it. So put that away. And we'll toss that. There we go. Come on, camera, focus. Good camera. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. So, reading all of your chats in order. Hello, TR's World of Vacuums. Using your Animal 2, question mark, question mark, question mark. I think that's what that is, yes. It says Animal 2 on the front of it, and it's purple, so yes. Yo, hello, Intellitech. Found a Dirt Devil Power Max in the trash can. Smells like piss, belt is stretched, and lower hose is clogged. The perfect Dirt Devil combo. Honestly, just leave it in the trash. That's where it belongs. But hey, if you want to fix it up, go right ahead. Hello, I finally gotten a rare Bissell 3512-8 bagged upright vacuum. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head. It sounds like one of the old Singer ones. So I'm going to copy that and paste that into a new tab and see what it pops up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So it's like the Micro Lock or the Power Partner or one of the Singer Bissells. So yeah, it's precisely what I thought that was. Good find. Orc XL 2200 RS is the best. That is like a Singer. Yes, Dyson ear rape. Oh, well, the goal wasn't to make it ear rape. But I just realized my mic is actually, the gain on my mic is pretty bad. Sorry about that. Should have given a headphone warning. I just turned my mic audio down a little bit on OBS. Let me know if that helps. So my voice isn't too loud. So hopefully that's okay. I tested on my carpet. It works great. Dysons are somewhat good vacs. It was $12. Oh, nice. Even better. Nice. Hey, what's up? I love that Dyson. Yep. You can still buy them. That stare is creepy. It's intended purpose. Dylan. Well, my vac has mold and mildew on the inside. Anyone got suggestions for a new old stock vac? Let me know. Well, if you have mold on the inside of your vac, you might want to open that up and soak all the parts that have mold in it in bleach. Or just wash it really good, honestly. You probably best not to deal with bleach. I now need hearing aids. I am sorry. I'm sorry if I deafened anybody. My apologies. That was not my intention. You don't seem happy. I'm happy. Just a little, you know. I got a lot of energy out. I almost knocked over my soda. I got a little energy out right there, so now I'm chill. I'm chill. I can smell the hose. Suck. Yes. 11 people here now. I believe it's currently 9. Yeah, currently 9. So a couple people dropped out. I'm not sure why. Probably got bored. Nothing wrong with that. The Tesseract is in the background. Bruh, are you Thanos? What's the name of... Can you not tell that's a PC case? Wait, no. Move it this way. Yeah, that's the box for my PC case over here. Which obviously I still keep because it's the best way to move the case. Or just the whole computer. Move the case with the rest of the computer inside of it. So yeah. doing all right. It was used on the vacuum outdoor rug. Oh, yeah. Might just want to leave it outside then. Sounds about right. The Hoovers are not bad, but the Dirt Devils are complete garbage. Yeah. Tomorrow's the last day of semester 1 for me and the start of winter break. Nice. Here's to winter break. It would help if I actually try to drink it from the opening. I told myself I wasn't going to drink any more soda. And here I am drinking Cherry Pepsi. Probably one of the worst sodas you can drink. Not sponsored. This is trash. But, yeah. Anyways. What happened to the Bissell Power Force Helix? Which one? I've had like 75 of them in like the last 3 years. Got sold, just like all the other ones. Howdy. Hello, Ralph. Good to see you. It's been a while. Benny, do you have any information about a lime green Kenmore bare floor friendly model 116 bagless upright? I would start with the internet, because I do not have any information on that machine off the top of my head, but I'm sure the internet would help you in that regards. I'd recommend opening up a new tab, pasting that into it, and seeing what comes up. Rick Hoover, been using my Dimension Supreme a lot. Oh, nice. How do you like it? Well, it's a stupid question. Of course you like it. I assume primarily on carpets. Doesn't your house have mostly bare floors, though? I was under the impression your house had bare floors, other than a couple rugs. I guess I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just thinking of... because I think the room that you keep your vacuums in is bare floors. I don't know. I just don't know how well that would work on... in a house that isn't, like, wall-to-wall carpet. Since that's kind of its specialty is carpets. Not so much tools, and especially not so much bare floors. But yeah. How are you doing this lovely night? I'm doing very well. How about yourself? So you think... so I think you saw the Hoover Deluxe Elite Rewind post, right? Is there an easy way to get to motor bearings without too much hassle? Do I make it sound good again? I'm unfamiliar. So I've actually, believe it or not, I've never changed motor bearings. Because usually whenever I have a motor that the bearings are actually bad in it, then usually there's something else wrong with the motor. And it's just not worth it. I'm sure that I could do it. I'm sure that I could strip apart a motor and replace the bearings in it. But I've never had the proper vise in order to get the motor open in the first place, to be able to get to the bearings. So I've never had the tools necessary to be able to do that. So I've always just changed the motor as a whole assembly. So pretty much any time I've gotten a motor with bad bearings, which 99% of the time is a Bissell, if we're being honest, I would just exchange it with another one. Just swap it out with another one. Like with the Power Group Multicyclonic, for example, there was a turbo that I parted out that's actually still sitting on my porch because the person who was going to buy it never bought it. I'm probably just going to throw it away. And so I replaced the motor in that between the two. And then now I have one really junk vacuum and then obviously one good one that I sold a couple months ago. So yeah. Do you have the Eureka Vanguard? I do not. I don't even know what that is. Hi, Chance. Hello, Caden. Dylan, I can always replace a vacuum. That is exactly what I intend to do. Well, there you go. I mean, it sounded like you were wanting to get the mold out of it, so I was trying to help a little bit. Found another orange Power Force Helix on Marketplace. Nice. Can't go wrong with orange. It's a good color. Huge Dirt Devil fan. Ayo, how it's going? Hello, Noah. It's going pretty good. How about yourself? Caden, I'm a Kirby fan, Chance. Well, nice. Nothing wrong with Kirby's. And there's a few things wrong with Kirby's, but a lot of people like Kirby's. I have one Kirby, and there's only one Kirby I want to get. I want to get a Heritage 2 or a Legend 2 or Heritage 2 Legend. You know, one of those. They're all the same, pretty much. one of the older Kirbys like that from the 80s that did not have a transmission. I want to get one of those. And then I'll have 2 Kirbys, and I'm perfectly content with that. In fact, once I get one of those, if I like it that much more than my Diamond, I might even just sell my Diamond. Because I don't like using the Kirby. It's way too heavy, it's way too cumbersome. It's just not worth it, honestly, for the performance you get out of it. Because in my opinion, if I'm going to pick up if I'm going to grab out of my collection a well-built but very heavy cleaner that does great on carpets, does poorly on bare floors, and has really convoluted tools that's bagged, I'm going to pick my Seabo over the Kirby any day of the week. Ayo. Mostly bare floors and rugs, but the entertainment room is carpeted, which needs replacing badly. Well, there you go. Entertainment room. I assume you mean like living room or like a den? Is that just another way of saying living room? Is there like some intrastate lingo I'm not familiar with? Or because I know some people say family room, some people say den, some people say living room. I've never heard entertainment room. Same, I love Dirt Devil. My Eureka 550 from 1965 is a beast. I'm getting a Kirby Dual Sanitronic 50 with all original attachments and hose. Nice. Sounds good. You forgot about Great Room. I've never heard that before. So that explains... So I didn't forget about it. I just never knew that was a thing. They call it the Great Room? What about the Grand Room? Or the Ultimate Room? Or the Room? Or the Room? Please, vacuum fans, don't look up HPAD on YouTube. Everybody already knows who HPAD is, dude. And it doesn't matter. Let's see. I'm Hoover all the way. I live 20 minutes away from the factory in North Canton, Ohio. Nice. Oh, Ohio is pretty famous. It has there's a lot of vacuum collectors in Ohio. I've noticed that. Because there's you, there's Vac Lab, there's Phantom Lightning. Okay, well that's about it, but still. A lot of vacuum collectors in the Rust Belt. Which I guess makes sense, because if there's snow and bad weather and no jobs, I mean, what else are you going to do other than collect vacuum cleaners? It makes perfect sense. So, yeah. Is it just me, or does the Total Clean Dyson sound just like the Animal 2? It does, because it's the same vacuum. The Total Clean is the UP13, or the Animal 1, and the Animal 2 is the same thing as the Animal 1. They're the same machine. So yeah, they sound the same because they are the same. There is no practical difference between the two. The Animal 2 has slightly more suction, but it's splitting hairs. Want my Legend 2? If it's in good condition, it's a good price, maybe. Maybe. I've got a lot of vacuums I need to sell. I sent someone a message a while ago about all the vacuums that I need to sell. And there's a lot. That's the wrong phone. And then that's the wrong phone. And so there's a lot of... Just got this in the mail tonight. Whoa! Nice. Sorry, I just got distracted. Someone's like, oh, I got a DC-14 full kit. Ohio is the vacuum cleaner state, as Michigan is the state of cars. There you go. Okay, so I sent this, actually this person, coincidentally, I mentioned to them all the vacuums that I'm selling. Good night, Chance. Have a good one. Have midterms next week. So wish me luck. Have a good night. Good luck on your midterms. Yeah, good luck. I hope you do well on that. I hope you get at least a B. You don't want to. You don't always want to ask for an A. Sometimes that's a little bit too much. I don't know how good you normally are at tests and stuff, but you know. So let's hope we get a solid B, B plus. I think that's realistic, right? Alright, the clutch for me is no need. I use a broom on the kitchen floor anyways, so a clutchless machine would work wonders for me. Are you referencing the DC07 carpet? Kirby Legend 2, Comvac, and G4 are the Kirbys I want. Found Electrolux Silverado at a thrift store. All the attachments and hose for 25 bucks. Nice. Sup, just joined. Hello, Riley Glover. You forgot about Great Room. Have you intentionally kept a bad vacuum because you thought it was hilarious? So, the first vacuum that popped in my head when you said that was the air swivel, but that doesn't make any sense because I never kept that. But one that I did keep that I do think is a horrible vacuum, and I will eventually do a review on it because it's very interesting, is the H2O. Water filtration vacs are horrible. And I've never had interest in rainbows. I never liked them, never cared about them at all. But the H2O is really fascinating to me. And I kind of regret not grabbing the steam mop that matched it, that was there when it was there. But I did grab the machine itself. It's very stupid, but it's very intriguing, and it's very quirky, and I really like it. But it is a bad vacuum. I've never thought to myself, I want to do some cleaning. I'm going to grab the H2O. Never. The Mighty Might, the Zing, the Lightning are all machines I would grab before that. I mean, I would grab the H2O before I grab the Kenmore Whispertone that I have, the green one, that I'm waiting on somebody to buy, that they're probably never going to buy it. So I really should just get rid of it. But anyways, the I would grab it over that because I just hate that Kenmore so much. Well, I don't know. Now that I think about it, it's probably a toss-up between the two. But, yeah. I would say the H2O is the one that crosses my mind. Because a lot of the bad vacuums I have aren't actually bad in a hilarious way. They're just bad. Or they're only bad in certain categories and then good in others, so they're kind of meh, you know? I'm trying to think, what like upright do I have that fits that category? There's not really anything I can think of that I have that fits that category. Because a lot of the vacuums that I really hate, I've gotten rid of already. So, I have a Eureka the Boss 4D. As soon as I pulled it back, the handle broke. Well, I am selling my 4D if you want it. I just need to find a box big enough for it. You could say it's a family room, but it's the only one with the TV besides the individual rooms. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Like the congregatory. Wait, congregatory? The room in which people congregate. Congregate means like exist, right? Or like meet in a. I'm probably not using that word right. Anyways, but yeah, it's the room with the TV. Yeah, that like family hangs out in and spends time with one another. Because of course individual rooms are different. I also have a Hoover Sprint from 1998. Nice. Hi, Game Washer 500 fan. I read your name in the wrong order, but you get the idea. My bad. Vacuum Drama. I'm selling my Dysons and Sharks for another commercial vacuum. Nice. What Dysons are you selling? Guess what? I used an in-wall vacuum system last night. It was very spicy. Nice. Yo, everyone, I'm playing public games on Toshiba Windows. Whoa, what that? I just had a stroke reading that. I live by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay. Ohio was the vacuum cleaner state as Michigan. I just read that already. I know that Vac Lab has gotten a Eureka Capture vacuum with all the attachments and no shop motor. Yeah, I saw that. I think I commented on it too. I saw a General Electric fan from the 1920s in Antique Mall. They wanted like $180. That's ridiculous. If they removed the zero and it was $18, sure. I want the Kirby Avalier 2. What about Quantum Vac X? Oh, well, I don't have one of those. I actually tried to get one of those for review, but the company would not send me one because I didn't have enough, because they wanted like my Instagram followers, and I'm like, I'm not reviewing it on Instagram, I'm reviewing it on YouTube. Why do my Instagram followers matter? And I know why. It's because they want someone to post it on social media. And so they're interested in a sponsorship, not in a review. So they're trying to do the same thing that Shark was trying to do. They won't give me a unit. They'll only give me a unit if they also pay me. Which is weird. I don't understand that. I don't understand companies that will sponsor someone willy-nilly, but won't send them review samples. Like, if you were willing to sponsor me, then you should be willing to do half that and just give me the unit. Or even just let me borrow the unit, because I don't fucking want it. If you want it back in a month, that's fine. Because I know some companies will do that. It's usually not in the vacuum space, but like in the tech space. They let you like borrow a piece of equipment for coverage. I hate to say it, but the Hoover Legacy blah 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 has bad filtration. So all those old Hoovers have bad filtration. There wasn't anything better back then. Someone is selling Rainbow not far from me for $1,500. If they removed both of those zeros, then you'd be in good shape. I haven't cared for Rainbow vacuums. Yeah, they kind of suck. Don't know much about Kirby's, but can you take the transmission out and use it normally? I don't believe so. At least not easily. What is your opinion on the Hoover Wind Tunnel V2? It's probably junk. I don't know. I had the opportunity to get one, and I don't necessarily think that opportunity is closed. It was for like it was like $30, but it has some like screw holes busted out of it, so I don't really want to mess with that. And realistically, I'm not going to want to keep it anyways. It's just going to be something I'd want to try, and I hate to get a vacuum that's that collectible and then just donate it or give it to somebody. And I'm not really interested in selling it to another collector because I already have so many machines where so many other collectors have been like, hey, I'm going to buy this. And then like a year later, a year passes and they still don't get it. And so I'm just like, I just don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm even at the point where I'm really considering just donating the machines that I have on hold for people. But I don't want to do that because that would feel like a dick move, even though I'm legitimately running out of space. So I just don't know what to do at this point. Because I'm selling like what 30 or 40 machines at this point. I made a list of all the machines I'm selling as of now. So I'll read all these out because I don't feel like typing everything out. And this is in no particular order. So Dirt Devil Silver Glide Vision, Dirt Devil Impulse, Dirt Devil Dynamite, Dirt Devil Total Pet, Hoover Convertible Elite, Hoover Power Max 2, Hoover Preferred, Hoover Soft and Light, Hoover Runabout, Eureka Boss Light, Eureka Bravo 2, Eureka Boss 4D, Eureka Boss Super Light, Simplicity Century 3, Simplicity 7350, Shark Navigator MV351, Shark Rotator MV752, Dyson DC07 All Floors, Dyson DC14 All Floors, Dyson DC14 Animal, Dyson DC25 Animal, Dyson DC33 Multifloor, Dyson DC41 Animal, Dyson V11 Torque Drive, Lindhouse Advanced Power 1, Hoover Constellation, Hoover Dial-O-Matic, Hoover Air Cordless, Kenmore Whisper Tone, Dirt Devil Breeze F1, Bissell 3510, Bissell Rewind Smart Clean, 1950s Electrolux Model S or whatever it is, Riccar Vibrance, Dirt Devil Breeze F1, if I haven't said that already, and Shark Apex 0M. So, and then also there's a Bissell Heavy Duty over here, and a Bissell, what the hell's this stupid thing called? The Total Floors that I need to put back together and get rid of. It's a bit sketchy, yeah. I have the Bissell Power. I found a Bissell Power Steamer Power Brush for $14.98. I have the very first Hoover wind tunnel model. Nice. I like older Bissells. Nice. I'm pretty sure the back wheels are part of the transmission, so no. Yeah, I don't think so. I just don't give a shit to mess with it. I just hate self-propelled vacuums. It's such a horrible, stupid idea. I have, excuse me, I'm tired. I've been um, helping a friend of mine who runs a local, like, game shop, and, because my roommate has been needing rides to work, like, every day for the last few days, so I've been taking him to work and then working at the shop for, like, 5 hours. So even though I get home at, like, 7:30, and it's not even necessarily like much into nighttime yet, I just get really wiped out and I just end up passing out at like 8:30. So I'm starting to get tired because it's like almost my bedtime, so to speak. But then I end up waking up at like 4, 5, 6 a.m. So it's not ideal, but. I'm pretty sure the back wheel... Oh, okay, I just read that. I have one, and while they're very interesting, it shouldn't be a daily driver since they were very unreliable, especially their brush roll setup since it runs on plastic gears. Yeah, it seems like bad Maytag design. I have high doubts, but can I trade you a Bissell Powerforce Bagless 6583-W for the DC-25? No. I would not be interested in that at all. It's, I got rid of all my Powerforce Baglesses. I have zero interest in getting another one. If it was a Power Glide, now you're talking. 90s Dirt Devils are cool. Nice. Wait, hold up. What type of Simplicity Symmetry theory? If it is Simplicity 4800, 4900, 5000 watt. I can't remember which model it was off the top of my head. Oh, it was, oh, wait, I remember. I'm pretty sure it was 5200, but don't quote me on that. I think it was 5200. But again, I just looked at it the other day, but I can't remember what it said. I'm pretty sure it was 5200, but that could be wrong. Hey guys, I'm going to finish my game and I'll be back when I shut it down. Alright, see you then. Recouver. Self-propelled features isn't really... Self-propelled wasn't a bad idea back then. They just don't work in the model world. Sorry. I'm not trying to, like... If I, like, pause or I struggle to read something, it's not because I'm making fun of your grammar or the way you're typing it out. It's just because my stupid autistic brain is really bad at filling in the gaps. So if it's not written exactly the way that you would say it, then it trips me up. So I'm not trying to be, like, rude or disrespectful by, like, pausing when I'm reading your guys' comments. It's just sometimes it's hard for me to read it. What's your favorite Bissell? The Power Glide Ultra. My favorite collectible Bissell is the Power Glide Ultra. My favorite modern Bissell is the Sanitaire SO4110A. 5200. Oh man, I was on the chase after 4900, 4800. Is there a difference? Aren't they all the same? God, I'm yawning. On one of my Bissell vacuums, the height adjustment isn't working properly. Any ideas? It's definitely a defect with Bissell parts. I would assume that's probably your height adjustment wheels having some sort of failure. So you might be able to replace the height adjustment wheels. It also could be, if it's a newer one, your base could be warped a little bit. Because I've seen that happen with the plastic bases where they get warped. So it could be either of those. I'm going to wager it's probably the height adjustment wheels. But I can't say for sure. Hey, soon I'm going to order my D50 on eBay, maybe tomorrow. Nice. Would you get a Bissell Turbo Clean Power Brush Pet to do a review on? Maybe. I don't know. If I find one for like a good price, maybe. but I don't know if I'm going to buy one brand new. Because normally if I'm buying brand new, I try to focus on dry vacs. But, who knows? I won't rule it out. Bread, I exist now. Ooh, nice. Have you ever had a Dyson DC-24? And what's your opinion on them, and do they clean good? They do not clean well at all. The 25 cleans horribly, and the 24 is even worse. But, you know, it's... I have had DC-24s before, but I never had one that was in my collection. I only had ones that I was fixing for customers. In fact, strangely enough, I fixed like a dozen DC-24s over the years, yet I never got in a DC-25 until recently, like until the times that you've seen 25s on the channel. Big Lots has them. What? Hello, Chance. Hello, Liddy Gangsta. Joe Match. Did I say Joe? John. Jesus Christ. My brain is fried. I'm sorry, John. The DC-24 and DC-25 last a very long time, though. That's true. They are very bulletproof. Especially when you compare them to the DC-15. In some ways, when you even compare them to the DC-14, DC-07, since there's no clutches, like, those things are pretty damn bulletproof. So, and I do really like how the brush roll designs on them, how they have the brush rolls that slide out like a SIBO brush roller. That's really nice. The 25 is the 24 feels really cheap, at least the last time I felt one. But I do like the 25. I don't... The problem I have with Dysons of this era is the handles always get super loose and wiggly. Also, by the way, I'm trying to find a replacement base plate and brush roll for this 27, and I can't find them anywhere. Dyson didn't have them, which I kind of expected. And then Parts Warehouse, which Parts Warehouse fucking sucks. Oh, I forgot to do the video on Parts Warehouse. So, but anyways, I'll get back to that. So they didn't have one. I think I found a sole plate somewhere, but it was like $30. So I'll probably have to get that at some point. But I need a brush roller, and I can't find a brush roller. So, and I also need, which this is, I'm probably just gonna have to steal this from like a 33 or something. But the actual clip that holds the upholstery tool on this is missing. So that's why the upholstery tool is missing, is it needs the clip. Why does this smell bad? Did I run over something? Or is that from the previous owner? It smells bad. Ooh, that needs cleaned. Anyways. Use one from the DC-17. Aren't they the same? No, they are not the same. At least I don't think. I seriously doubt they're the same. Okay, dude, you can stop asking what washer and dryer I have. I was going to get to your comments. Parwaz. Oh, Parwaz! Oh, hell yeah. Nice to have you here, man. Yeah. Rob the clip from the DC-33. Yes, I know. That's what I just said. The clip I'm going to have to steal from my 33. But, because I'm going to sell my 33 anyways, so I'll just have to hope the person who I sell it to doesn't give a shit about that. Yeah, so the clip I'll just steal from my 33, if I can get it out without breaking it. And then at that point, this machine needs... Obviously, it needs the upholstery tool, which, again, I might just steal that from the 33 as well. And, so this needs a sole plate, a brush roller, and a HEPA filter. HEPA filter I'm pretty sure I can find, because I believe it's the same as the 33 and the 28. It looks like it's the same. And then, yeah, so the biggest thing, focus camera. So the camera, focus on my ugly face. So I need the brush roller and the sole plate, which is probably going to be a pain in the dick to find. Okay, so to, I don't remember what washer and dryer I have. So I believe it's a Maytag. No, it's a Samsung. It's either Maytag or Samsung. I can't remember. We've gone through so many in the last couple years that I can't even remember which ones we have. No, we have the Maytag ones. Like, let me just go fucking look. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go look. Here, I'll get a picture. Okay, I hope you're happy. I finally figured out what I have. So, I was right about the Maytag. So, there's the dryer. It's the light in my, uh, on my back porch, whatever you call it, just died. So that's why it's dark. And then there's my washer. Yes, my washer is in my kitchen and my dryer is in on the back porch, whatever you call it. So that's just how they designed it, the previous owners. So we'll fix that after we buy the house. But so it's a Crosley set, which is basically just a rebranded version of Maytag. Like the logo is even the same as Maytag. So they're just Maytag commercial set that has been branded under Crosley. So there's your answer. Obviously, I don't know the model numbers off the top of my head, but if you know enough about this, then you might be able to tell just from looking at it. So there's what it looks like. See, this is the picture I took is clear, but my webcam isn't focusing on it. I think it's trying to focus on my face. There we go. So that's what that looks like. So hopefully that answers your question about it has an agitator. I think it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Because I remember yeah, it does. Because I remember my fiance being very particular about the washer having having the little agitator, because it does a better job at keeping clothes clean. Looks like a GE version. I just told you what it was. It's a Maytag. Okay. And yes, it is a nice machine. We went out of our way to actually get something that was good and that would last, because we've gone through so fucking many of them. Pisses me off how nothing is built to last anymore. It's fucking irritating. Anyways, let's get back to this shit. So, okay. They look like they last on the reality. They're totaled in 3 years, LMAO. I don't know about totaled. Like, I've never actually seen a broken one. I mean, my DC-25 Animal, the pedal is missing, but it still locks upright. So, like, that's the worst that I've ever seen. They're pretty sturdy. Usually, yeah, so they're not, yeah. Oh, yes, Parts Warehouse, the site that lists everything and has one belt. That's so true. Yes, Parts Warehouse is here. Hell yes. There have been multiple times where I've been like, oh shit, they have that. Then 30 seconds later, god damn it, it's been out of stock since 2005. Yeah, I hate Parts Warehouse. It's so ridiculous. Do you still have any canisters? I have quite a few, in fact, at this point. I have my Bosch, my Sanyo, which I'm still trying to get working, my Eureka Mighty Mite, my Bissell Zing, that piece of shit Kenmore I want to get rid of, the H2O, and the Lightning. Hey Chance, hey Rick, hello Brett. Hello Andy, good to have you here. We got a full house tonight. What is the most quirky vacuum you have or have had? Oh god, that's such a loaded question. I mean, most recently I would say that H2O. That's the one that pops out to my head. I don't know, that's a hard question, honestly. Does Parts Warehouse exist to piss us off? I believe so, honestly. I don't know how they stay in business. I really don't. They never have anything in stock. I don't know how they even run their website. But yeah. Yo, Andy, hello. Hello, everybody. I have an LG, GE top load with agitator, and a GE dryer. Nice. Was everybody ready for Christmas? Oh, God, I guess. I'd say so. GE replaced a Kenmore Series 500. In my opinion, I think the high-efficiency washing machines suck. They use less water but take twice as long to clean the clothes. Yeah, so it kind of evens out. Washing machine's a Samsung one, and it plays a tune while washing is done. Rhymed. See, I saw plenty of those Samsungs. We actually briefly had one of those Samsung sets that we were getting from like a rent-to-own place, Rent One, and we ended up just taking them back because they were just they worked okay, but they just had a bunch of weird little like glitches with like them, and they're clearly very complicated, and they're not, you know. It's cool to have a washer and dryer that's smart and plays music and all that shit, but it's not, at the end of the day, if it's not reliable, it doesn't matter what it does. Because the explosive Samsung washer, oh yeah, I forgot, some of those had issues where the dryers were like popping off. Yeah, so if you really want to have an explosion, take a pair of pants with some dynamite in them, take your Note 7 and put it in the pocket and wash it in one of those washing machines, and you'll just have a bang old time. So, oh Jesus. So yeah, there you go. With the explosive phone and the explosive washing machine. So, mine also plays a tune. It's LG. Yeah, nice. The Speed Queen. Wow. I haven't. By the way, if you guys need help on repairing your. Oh, jeez. Why is the chat? By the way, if you guys need help on repairing your washer or dryer, I have some videos that help. Nice. Actually, that probably would have helped a while ago when my last set went out. And we bought this new one, but someone's about to buy the old set and fix it up. I have an LG with 2 months of ownership. The electronics went bad in it. Yeah, that happens. Even Dysons have bad clutches. I would like that Kenmore. Well, there you go. Let's see. Dyson sold all the parts of their older models to Parts Warehouse. I'm aware of that, and unfortunately I looked at Parts Warehouse, and I believe they had the base plate for this, but they did not have the brush roller. Which sucks, because I need the brush roller. I guess my only option is just to rebuild the one that's in here. Which, this brush roller needs new bearings, which I could rebuild it with new bearings, but the bristles are also worn out, so I was really hoping to replace it. But it still does perform pretty okay. So I think I'm just going to have to rebuild the brush roll with new bearings. So I will still get the base plate when I get paid. Hopefully they still have it. And I hope they actually have it. Because they'll say they have it with a lot of stuff. And then you find out they don't actually have it. And it just pisses me off. Like, don't say it's in stock unless you know for a fact you have it and you know where it is. Yeah, I wish Dyson had sold it to somewhere other than Parts Warehouse, because fuck Parts Warehouse. But I looked on eBay to try to find parts for this 27. I can't find shit. Which makes sense, because nobody fucking bought it. But yeah, so... I believe Parts Warehouse had an Elite Rewind motor for $130. Yeah, sounds about right. I had a Dyson washing machine. It was horrible. Oh really? The dual drum one? I had a Dyson wash. Oh, I just read that. The old direct drives that Whirlpool made before they discontinued in 2011 were the best washers ever before the shit came around. Kenmore direct drives are the best machines. Yeah. Try pulling the bristles out and using new bristles for another Dyson and with super glue. I am not doing that. That is janky as fuck. I appreciate the suggestion, but I'm not doing that. Even better for me than finding vacuums on the curb, finding a washer or dryer on the curb is better. I wonder if a UK DC27 brush roller would fit in this. I highly doubt it, because it's not shaped the same way. Yeah, who am I kidding? That would not work. The belt's not even in the same spot, I don't think. Or is it? I don't know. Because I can find plenty of UK DC-27 brush rollers. But, I know they're at least not as good. So I know I would get better performance out of the shitty one that's in here than one of those. So who am I kidding? Even if it did work, I wouldn't do that. So I think I'll rebuild the brush roller, new bearings. I should be able to find the bearings. Or hopefully get it apart without breaking it. Replace the base plate, replace the filter, steal the clip from a 33, and this 27 will be good to go. Because this thing deserves to come back to life. It really does. Honestly, even with the shitty brush roll in it, it got up a lot of stuff. And of course, in traditional Dyson fashion, there's always a hair sticking out of the bin. Not the best seal in the world, but I'm sure if I polish that up, that'll do better. Since we're on the UK topic, can you get a Henry canister? Eventually. I plan on getting one at some point, but it is not on the priority list right now. The belt is under the washer tub and top load machine, so to change it, would have to take it apart. Yeah. Washers have belts? Wait. I didn't know that. I don't know much about washers and dryers. I probably should learn. The UK DC-27 brush bar is completely different, and the US one has different cogged area for the belt. That's what I assumed. Here's the thing that I've learned. If someone throws away a washer or dryer, there's something wrong with it compared to a vacuum cleaner. There may be nothing wrong. Well, yeah, because think about it. You have to take in a lot of effort to get a washer and dryer out of your house. So you're going to make damn sure that you're going to know damn well whether or not it works or whether or not it's fixable. So yeah. Pretty good. We got 16 concurrent viewers now. We're doing pretty hot for a Thursday night. Yes, I got one and I love it. Totally worth it. Nice. Oh, the Henry? Yeah. A lot of people really... I've not met a single person that doesn't like their Henry. Okay, that's a lie. Johnny L8 vacuum facts doesn't like his Henry. Wet dog smell would smell worse in a washing machine than a vacuum. I don't know. Direct drive washers are machines that have less moving parts. Another thing is there is no belt. Oh, makes sense. Henrys are amazing, yeah. Vacuum Facts has no soul. I don't want to make fun of the dude, because look, I'm a broken record at this point, because I'm not one to make fun of other creators. I'm not one to attempt to defamate the character of other creators. I don't think that's not my place to do. But what I will say is that I am disappointed with how unprofessionally Johnny, I say John E, so that way I can differentiate between John of Fan of Vacuums 2, because that John is really awesome. But the Vacuum Facts John, there's too many people named John. There's a John in the chat. There's another John YouTube. There's another John. There's too many Johns. Stop naming your fucking kids John. Seriously. No offense to the Johns that are already out there, but seriously, we have enough of you guys. I probably just pissed off a lot of Johns. I'm sorry. I love all you guys. Anyways, back to the point. So, I feel like Vacuum Facts, if he just articulated himself in a more professional manner and a more mature manner, he would be able to get his message across much more cohesively without actually stirring up so much unnecessary bad blood with the community. And it's very obvious that he understands that he's not handling himself well. That's why he shuts off, back when likes and dislikes were a thing, that's why he shut off likes. That's why he shut off the ability for anyone to see subscriptions. And, you know, those are not things that you do if you're confident in the information that you're providing and with the feedback that you're providing to your viewers. That's just not... That's something that no serious channel does. And I'm not saying by extension that his channel isn't serious. I'm saying that it's otherwise a stain on what is really good quality production value and really good quality content. And it's unfortunate, because if he took a different perspective and a different attitude, more so, the attitude's the word I was looking for. If he took a different attitude with the way that he engages with his viewers and the community as a whole, and didn't create so much animosity with his content, he'd be much more successful. And it's unfortunate, but I can't really feel sorry for someone that's intentionally being disrespectful and being malicious to the community at large, even to the people that are that even are not critical and even are congratulating him on the good content and the production value. But if they don't kiss his ass or kiss Dyson's ass enough, he gets really, really pissy with them. But then he'll try to articulate it in a way that makes him sound like he's being smart, when in reality it just comes off as condescending and rude and nonsensical. So it's not the way to handle feedback or handle questions or inquiries or even criticism. And it's just unnecessary, because the content that he's producing on his own it stands on its own. So some vacuums have belts, some are direct drive, and dryers usually have belts. Okay. Henry's the best investment I've ever made. I paid for it myself. I'm baking some fries. Nice. Often I watch his videos and laugh at how he presents these other brands, because it is kind of ridiculous how some of these knockoff Dyson machines are designed. Yeah, I mean, look, I get it, I get how you can say, oh, well, look, this cheap machine that is half the price, or in some ways not that far off the price of a Dyson, but yet obviously is attempting to copy the Dyson, it's not as good. I get that. But although there are honestly some machines that in some ways are better, because even though I haven't used it in so long, and I think that really does speak for how ultimately this matters, but my DreamTech T30, which is over there, I love my T30. It's fantastic. But the reason why I haven't actually reviewed it yet is because, well, the biggest downside of it compared to the Dyson is two things. Number one, it does not include a soft roller for bare floors. And the carpet head that it comes with does not clean as well as the Dyson equivalent. It still cleans pretty well, but it's not as good. And the after-sales support is not as good. Even though the machine is still under warranty, I still can't replace any of the parts that are missing on it, which it's my fault they're missing. I mean, technically it's my roommate's fault, but I'm the owner of the machine, so that falls on me. But when the replacement parts that I want to buy for it that are missing cost as much as buying a second-hand Dyson, that's just not feasible. And it's why I want to get the T30 up and running, but DreamTech, or Dream, will not provide a solution for me to get my machine back up and running in its entirety for a solution that makes financial sense. So as a result, I've unfortunately retired it, which sucks because the design, even though it's similar to a Dyson, it's a lot more clean of a design than Dyson. The carbon fiber on the wand is beautiful. The attachment fitting is way better than the Dyson's. It wiggles a lot less. The build quality is so much better. The filtration is just as good. There's more versatility with the way you can use it. The trigger, you have the option to have the trigger either lock or unlock. so that way you can decide whether or not you want to hold the trigger or not. That's a fantastic feature. I don't know why Dyson doesn't implement that. Just make it to where the user can decide whether or not they have to hold the trigger. That's brilliant. So that's not a Dyson copy. They brought a lot of the features of the V15 down to a machine that's in the form factor of the V8 without needing that bulk of the V15 design. And I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I think DreamTech did that. Okay, they probably didn't, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure that the T30 came out after the V15, so they probably did not do the particle thing first. But these are all these extra features for the price of a V8. So it's basically like a super upgraded V8, but with a lot of the features of the V15. And now you could say, in some ways, the features of the V12 with the auto lock trigger, but at a much cheaper price. So, like, that is a really good alternative to the V8. But the warranty support is nowhere near as good as Dyson's, which is kind of a tough thing to overcome in today's day and age, especially with something as used and abused as a cordless stick vac. And let's be honest, the attachments are all copies of Dyson, other than the fitting. But hey, they copied it really well. So I actually didn't know. So mine came with a light up crevice tool, and I didn't realize until somewhat recently that Dyson has a light up crevice tool that's the exact same shape. So obviously it's a copy of that. But still, it gives you the same attachment set, except the soft roller, in a really nice package with better build quality, a nicer design that, in my opinion, looks better, and it's just a really good feeling machine. But again, the after sales support lets it down, and that's why I've moved on to the V8 Absolute. And I've been very happy with the V8 Absolute. I don't know what the point of my tangent here was. Oh, it was the fact that not every knockoff is actually worse. There are some that actually do kind of beat Dyson at their own game. But you could easily make the argument, and it's a good argument, that those devices would not exist without Dyson. I mean, hell, you look at a DreamTech is written in the same font as Dyson. Like, come on. Like, obviously it's a copy. But it's a damn good one. So, that was my rant on that. Okay. Imagine Vacuum Facts joins out of nowhere. I'd welcome him. I mean, I'm not... Again, it's like, I have nothing against him personally. I feel, I say similar things to Alex sometimes from performance reviews. Although Alex is not nearly as bad at this as Johnny is. Because Alex he'll also sometimes struggle with the way that he presents himself. And he'll admit it. He at least has self-awareness. He'll be like, look, sometimes I'm unfiltered and I come across as a total asshole. And because he said that himself. Well, he just straight up said, I am an asshole, but I'm trying to be a little charitable to him, but at least he understands that, like, sometimes he just runs a little unfiltered, and that can cause problems. But Johnny does not understand that at all. And I can't really get behind that. But again, that doesn't mean that if I had the opportunity to talk with him, that I would have any sort of animosity towards him. I have no reason to. Because you can't start being uncivil to somebody just because they started being uncivil, because then it just becomes a pissing contest between who can be ruder. And that's not productive. So yeah, I would welcome Vacuum Facts in here. Jesus Christ, excuse me. Kirby Sanitronic. Does anyone have experience with the Dyson Big Ball Canister, the one that stands up on its own after falling over? I think John has one. The John that was just in here. John Machatka? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I haven't looked at it too closely. I normally can pronounce names pretty well, but that one, it's a little squirrely. Now I can't even find him. I'm trying to scroll back to see. I think I just scrolled past it. Oh, I forgot to read this one. The DC-2425 are unreliable here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's probably because your guys' motors were, like, really shitty. And, like, they literally exploded. And burnt up. Like, that's... I don't know how there wasn't some sort of, like, lawsuit or recall. John Machatka. Machatka? Machatka? Macaca? I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, John, I tried. Machatka. John Machatka. No one can pronounce it, no worries. Machatka pronounces... Pronounce Mahatka. Oh, okay, so the C's silent. Okay. Okay, well, I was kind of on the right track. Mahatka. Or Mahotka? Mahatka. Okay, Mahatka. Okay. That's a cool name. Don't worry, my last name's Mashinsky, which is kind of hard to pronounce. Damn it, I shouldn't have said that. Now a bunch of people are going to be trying to stalk my Facebook page. Whatever. People do that anyways. Please don't do that. But yes, my point is that I believe John has one of those big ball canisters. I think he said he has the Australian version. What do you think of parts availability of Shark vacuums? Dog shit? Although surprisingly not as bad as it used to be. They're getting better. They're making improvements. Credit where credit is due. Shark is getting better at that. Shark is just kind of getting better in general. They are going in the right direction, which is kind of good. I would expect them to be getting worse now that their like market share is actually like getting really good. Well, good by their standards. They're still not great, but the simple fact that they'll actually warranty stuff out, even though they won't warranty you the power head, which is ridiculous, still ridiculous. Once they get rid of the policy of not warranting out power heads and not being so wasteful with them, which will probably never happen, then they would be really good, honestly, when it comes to warranty. Because they'll send out just about any other part, and unlike TTI and Bissell now, they don't ask you for a goddamn receipt, which is just predatory. I got into an argument with Alex. Not really an argument. I just kind of got frustrated because Alex is trying to make the case that it makes sense for some reason for a manufacturer to require a receipt in order for you to be able to collect on your warranty. Because the rationale that was explained to me by not just him but several other people was, oh, you need receipts because otherwise repair shops are going to repair customers' machines, and then behind the scenes they're going to get that machine replaced and just sell it on the floor and not tell the customer, and then make 100% profit on what should have been a warranty replacement that a customer didn't actually need. And I'm like, newsflash, dipshit, that does nothing to prevent that. In fact, all it does, I will concede, it does prevent that, because what it does is it prevents the customer from getting their damn machine replaced or fixed in the first place. So you're punishing the repair shops, the few that are doing that, by passing the burden off on the customer and disallowing them to collect on their warranty that you sold them the machine under the guise that they'd be able to collect on that warranty should they have a fault with the machine. It's fraud. And I hate it when people try to kiss these companies' asses and say that that's not fraud, and say that that's somehow okay. When you buy a product from Hoover or from Bissell or from Bissell or from TTI, but TTI is the worst at this. But Bissell is starting to do this now too, which pisses me off, because they started doing this after I already bought their shit. So even though I bought machines where this policy was not in place, now they've retroactively put that policy in place and retroactively applied it to machines that I bought when that policy was not in place. So now they're telling me to go fuck myself because I don't have a receipt. Or in the case of my ProHeat 2X Revolution Pet Pro, or Pet, they have the receipts on file. And I know that for a fact because the machine I have is a replacement that I got direct from Bissell that the pump failed on again. And the representative on the phone said, I can't replace this machine for you because I can't read the receipt. It's a digital receipt. That it's a copy that was sent directly from the store that the receipt came from. And she's like, I can't read it, so I can't replace this machine for you. And then she said, this is your fourth replacement, so we can't do this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? My fourth replacement? This is the second machine I've had. This is my first replacement. She's like, no, but you've had this. You've had 4 of these. No, I haven't. I've had 2 in total. One that I bought, and then the second that replaced the first one when it died. You can't call the original one a replacement because that wasn't a replacement. That was the one I paid for at the store. The one that I have now is my first replacement. And then she said, well, we can't replace this because the warranty only covers the original machine. Newsflash! The warranty is 5 fucking years. I bought the original machine in 2020. Do you understand math? If you're going by the warranty of the original machine, it's 2 years old. That means the warranty is less than half over. So you have the receipt, even though that policy shouldn't matter. You have the record of when I bought this because you have that record from when you replaced the first one. And why are you trying to claim that this is the 4th machine I've replaced? Why are you trying to claim that I've had 5 machines? That I've five of the same machine under the same ticket or whatever, under the same receipt? That's not true. I don't know where you got that from. Unless you're telling me that the purple one, that's a different model that I bought and tried to warranty out that you guys did not replace, unless you're trying to tell me that that somehow counts under this, which it doesn't because you guys didn't replace it. That was another one that I paid for. Entirely separately, not even the same model. That was a pro model, a purple one, not the non-pro orange one that we're talking about now. That pissed me off so bad. I spent 45 fucking minutes on the phone to be told that, no, we're not going to replace your machine. We're not going to fix it. We're not going to replace it. And then finally, after all of this and me explaining this, I'm like, I don't understand what you're telling me. What you're telling me is not true and it doesn't make sense. It's like, this is the second machine I've had. This is the first one that's been replaced. It's had the exact same issue the previous one had. I'm like, and I even said, if I have to pay to get that part replaced, I'm like, just where can I buy this part? Because I can just fix it myself. She's like, we don't offer that part. And I'm like, okay. And then she finally said, oh, well, you can send it in to us and we'll investigate it and see where to go from there. And I'm like, okay. progress. So now, at some point, I have to box that up, ship it across the fucking country, and see what they say about it. Hopefully they replace it, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what I could be doing wrong that's causing the pump to fail. Like, I'm not running bleach through the fucking thing, so I don't know what could possibly be causing the pump to fail on it. And then also, my ProHeat Spot Clean died, which that I'm not as mad about, because the warranty on it is 6 months. It's a refurbished machine. I've had it for 2.5 years. So, well, probably more like 2 years. But still, that's not great, but I can kind of understand that. But here's the problem. So I asked, I was like, okay, well then, how much would it be if I wanted to get it fixed outside of warranty? And they were like, that's not an option. I'm like, what? They're like, we don't offer that. I'm like, okay, well, I know that it's the pump. So how much is it if I just bought a pump? Because I can replace it myself. She's like, we don't sell the pump. And I'm like, do you sell any parts for this machine? No. I'm like, you don't sell any parts for this machine even though you still sell it? She's like, yes. And I'm like, so my only option is to throw this away? And she's like, yes. Bissell, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, Bissell? I don't know how many times I've recommended Bissell's because they didn't do this shit. How many Bissell's have I sold over the years? How many Bissell's do I have on my account? How many times have I told you guys, go buy this Bissell? Because they don't pull this shit. They're not supposed to. And to be fair, with their vacuums, as far as I'm aware, they still don't. But with their carpet cleaners, ones where it's much more important because they're more expensive machines that are bigger investments, apparently not. Is there such a thing as a Dyson carpet cleaner? If there was, I'd fucking have one at this point. The Sorbster? Yeah, I guess that's the closest thing. Bissell turning into TTI and Shark. It sucks, man. Okay, after that big, long rant, let's get back to the comments. Jesus. I tried a V11 outsize once at a Best Buy. I can't believe how heavy in the hand it is. Yeah, the outsize is trash, honestly. It's just, it's comically big. I have, in a Best Buy, I did try the V8 before I bought one, so that's what sold me on it. I tried a V10. The V10 I kind of like. I'm going to pick up a V10 at some point, but I'm going to get rid of the V11. I don't like the V11. It's too heavy. But I'll get a V10 at some point. And I also am going to get a V6 at some point. And a DC56. The one with the, like, Swiffer pad attachment. I want to get one of those. The Dyson Hard. Which is a stupid name, but whatever. I mean, I guess I'd rather get a Dyson Hard than a Dyson Flaccid, but whatever. So... yeah, so I tried the Omni Glide as well, and that's pretty wild. I do love the Omni Glide. I think if you have all hard floors, the Omni Glide is really cool. I also tried the V12. I hate the V12. That big stupid button on the top, it's so fucking stupid. I really hope they don't, like, go away from the trigger on the newer cordless, but from what I hear, that's what they're probably going to do. And I'm just like, oh god. Like, guys, Dyson, when people complain about the trigger, you're not supposed to get rid of the trigger and just put a big stupid button on the top. Do what DreamTech did and just have a button on the screen that lets you lock it so people can press it once and it stays on. That's what people want. Do that. In fact, does my DreamTech still have battery? Let me grab it. It does. I just accidentally turned it on. So I haven't used this thing in so long. And despite that, it still has battery. So, yeah, this, again, I love this thing. It's so cool. But it's covered in dust. I just kicked up a bunch of dust. Again, the attachment fitting, look at how, like, it wiggles a little bit, but it's so much less than the Dyson's. So, like, it's just, it really is. This really is my favorite cordless vacuum that I have. It's not the one that I use, but it is my favorite. So look at this. Trigger. And then, little lock icon right there. Boom. What does that say? Continuous cleaning mode. Now, there we go. And then press the lock button again. Problem solved. Why doesn't Dyson do that? That would be literally perfect. You would make everybody happy. You'd make me happy, and you'd make all the people happy that were their hands hurt from holding the trigger. Do that on all your machines from here on out. Update the V10 with it. Update the V8 with it. I know you just updated the fucking V8, so you're probably not going to do that. But Dyson, when you release, there's a message to Dyson. When you release the V16 Detect, or the V20 Detect, or the V69420 Detect, whatever the fuck you're going to call it. Gen 5, I think people are calling it, which is a stupid fucking name, but whatever. When you release the new whatever, do this. Just have a button. Have it be a hardware button. Although, you know, I'd settle for a little software toggle. But put a hardware button so it's obvious to customers when they first grab it that they can be like, oh yeah, no, I don't really like that. Oh, there's a button. Bam. Maximum 30-second solution. You would save, you would get so many praises. And you don't even have to do the hard work. DreamTech did it for you. DreamTech copied everything else from you guys, but they did that one thing. So now it's your turn to copy them back and do this. It's such a good idea. It'll save you guys so much on returns from people returning these because they're not comfortable using it because they have carpal tunnel or arthritis and they can't hold down the trigger, or if they get the hose attachment and they're wanting to use this in their car or to vacuum off their dog or vacuum off their spouse or vacuum off their pet hamster. It's perfect. Just fucking do it. I wish these companies listened to me. I know they never will. I know I'm never going to be big enough, even if I'm as big as Vacuum Wars, who's like the LTT of vacuums at this point. I know they still wouldn't listen to me. But guys, please do that. It's such a good feature. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Anyways. My aunt has a Dyson ball that's yellow. I think it's a multi-floor, but every time she bumps into it, tries to move, reclines, that she thinks there's a broken part. Shark customer service is bad. Curves tool pulls food lusting brush. Hose. I remember when in a vacuum save episode, a singer caught fire. How long ago was that? Probably a couple of years. That's a cool name. Yeah, indeed. I already know your Facebook, man. Oh, that's fucking creepy. Okay, well. The Dyson Big Ball Canister has a better build quality and the attachments fit better, but I like the DC39 ball canister better. Nice. Shark has nearly freaking 40% upright vacuum market share in the US. Where'd you get that information? I've been wanting to find like information on like market share for vacuums. I've been wanting to find that and I can't find it anywhere. I like search for it and I can't. I just get these dead end articles that are like, here's the vacuums you should buy, and it's these fucking Amazon affiliate programs. Did you hear about the 2016 lawsuit of Dyson versus Shark? Yeah, of course I did. Because Shark is fucking stupid and they're too big for their britches. Dyson Big Ball Canister has a low power motor, but the suction of a high wattage motor. It's impressive. Nice. Yeah, 40% market share for Shark. That does not surprise me one bit. Not one bit. I wonder what Bissell's at. I wonder what Dyson's at. I feel like Dyson's market share is not what it used to be. I mean, at least when it comes to uprights. I know Dyson's probably dominating the cordless market. And Shark probably is too, unfortunately, because I see a lot of Shark cordlesses out there. I see those shitty Shark rockets all over the place. Literally, the two vacuums I like recommend the least out of like all the premium vacuums I reviews: Shark Rocket, Shark Apex. What are the vacuums that I see in my family members' houses all the time? Shark Rocket, Shark Apex. I'm like, I can tell you guys don't watch my channel because you wouldn't have these if you did. Now, and I'll always tell them, it's like, look, you like what you, if you love it, that's great. Like, I'm not, just because I don't like it doesn't mean you can't like it. But, it's just obvious that you don't watch it. But, nothing wrong with that. Because so many of my family members are like, oh yeah, I watch your videos all the time. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to pretend. Hello? What is he talking about? Imagine if James Dyson joined. Oh, that'd be nice. I could talk to him. I reject modernized vacs. Believe in classic vac supremacy. I do too, to an extent. Kathy Bissell can't take any replacement carpet cleaner with a failed pump. Older vacuums rule. Yeah. Phantom Fury supremacy. I would like to order Wind Tunnel V2 off eBay. Yeah. The Zorbster. Rinse cold water through the pump to increase lifespan. I could try that. Maybe if I just flush it with water a bunch of times, maybe it's... Because I'm wondering if it's like getting jammed up somehow, but I don't know how it's getting jammed up. Because we're just running like solution through it. I mean, it's not like there's getting hair. It's not like there's hair in it. It's the pump. It's not the intake. Like, that's cleared out. It extracts just fine. It just doesn't spray anything. Dry carpet cleaner. Well, that would just be like Zorb or something. Bissell vacuums are just supposed to be thrown in the dumpster now. It seems because Bissell doesn't give a shit and there's customer service getting severely bad. Eventually, every company is going to adopt this shit. I did see a blue chem more progressive backers from 2002. Bro, I'm so sorry you're having to deal with this. No one should. I'm just ranting. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So because in the end, they are looking at the machine, so maybe they'll decide to replace it. And the other one, the spot clean, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's just more frustrating for me because they both failed at the exact same time. So it's just like, just one thing after another. Then now my carpet's fucking ruined because, of course, that stain sat in there for a long time. Because, sure, I still try to blot it up with degreaser and a towel, but that can only do so much. V6 is lighter than the DC35. Doesn't surprise me. I do want to get a V6 Absolute as well. Just so I have the newest cordless that has the same fitting as the uprights in the States. Dyson Generation 5 cordless has more suction on boost than the DC33. What? That's sick. I haven't heard anything about the Gen 5 cordless over here, at least not on the website. Is it out in the UK already, or is it all just rumored? V69, yep. Gen 5 detect. Okay. Yes. Dirt Devil. Saw Hoover Steam Vac Turbo Power 5200 clean search on eBay. I heard from Vivian she found a knockoff Dyson, so you don't have to squeeze the trigger from a lady. Her name is Vivian Tries. Oh yeah, I love Vivian Tries. Yeah, she did one of the. Yeah, I mean, well, that's what I'm talking about. Just give me the option, because I like the trigger. I like holding it down and just being able to let go and it immediately shuts off without having me to actually press anything. I like that. I think the Honiture also had a way to do that as well, if I remember correctly. I could go grab it. Just don't feel like grabbing it right now. I bought a DC-39 from eBay and someone took the front wheels off the turbine head, so it was impossible to use on bare floors. Oh, that's not good. Like the Singer Power Amp Dirt Double Light Hoover Elite. All these oh god, YouTube. Stupid chat shit. Stop jumping around when I'm trying to read shit. All these vacuum companies, Bissell, Shark, Dyson, they're getting super lazy with their products and sell the very little parts they just want you to throw it away. Dyson's not too bad. Dyson and Shark are kind of sharing market share right now in cordless. That's what I suspected. Bissell's around the 23% market share and Dyson's about 12%. Bissell's only at 23. I would have expected them to be. So I assume TTI is the biggest, right? Since TTI includes Dirt Devil, Hoover, and Auric, I'd imagine they probably have a pretty big chunk of market share. Because what the hell else is there? Because Sebo and Miele and Lindhaus, like those even Taconi stuff, I would imagine is, if Dyson's only 12%, then those brands are way lower than that. Like, Sebo and Miele are definitely in single digits at best, right? I think Miele's probably a hair above Sebo, and nobody owns a fucking Lindhaus. Oh, Phantom Thunder and Twister too. Oh yeah, vacuums you want to try. Nice. So, John, what are you referencing? Is that like an article? Is that... Let me know what that is, because I'd love to see those statistics. Does anyone know where I can get a brush roll for my Dirt Devil Classic Deluxe? I would start with eBay. I wish cordless vacuums had unlimited battery power. Yeah, don't buy a vacuum from eBay. I wouldn't say don't. If you have the money to burn, or I should say the money to sit in limbo and you're not in a rush, buy vacuums from eBay. Because if it's shit, you can just send it back. For real, I want a DC-50 so bad. Huh. You'll find one at some point. They used to be all over the place. Okay. Finally caught up on the chats. Still at 15 viewers, not too bad. No super chats yet, but that's fine. My local Walmart has all state warranties. Yeah? Doesn't surprise me. I'm going to end up replacing my Bissell 2191 that I've had for 4 years now with a Shark Rotator Professional. I wouldn't do that, but it's up to you. See, everyone, what is your favorite vacuum brand? My favorite brand is Phantom. I wish the vintage Bissells could come back from the dead. Closest thing you have to that is the big greens and the sanitary versions. It still works good, but it stinks a lot, I'll say that. Well, you can clean it. Those are very easy to clean. Did you get the Gary or the Innova yet? I have not. I really want to. Still works good, but it stinks a lot, so I'll say that. John, I work for Dyson. That's how I know these things. Market share changes by the month. Okay, well, I kind of figure, but I didn't want to say that you work for Dyson because I wasn't sure if that's something you were comfortable with saying. But yeah, obviously I know that because I bought a lot of this shit from you. Okay, well, not a lot. I bought the V8 and the Animal 3. And then, of course, you or whoever at your center very kindly fixed my Animal 2 and my DC-41 twice. So yeah, that's awesome. Market share changes by the month. Yeah. It would just be nice if that information was actually like public, because I would love to know that, because you can find market share for like a lot of things just out in public, but I don't know why vacuums are such a like protected industry. I don't think that's actually the case. I think there just isn't enough interest for a lot of these websites that track market share to actually. Hi. I am. I'm talking to my audience. I was looking at my screen. I saw your head peeking out. You scared the shit out of me. I could see your tits sticking out. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, it would be cool if it was easy for consumers to see the market share of this. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now, just out of curiosity. Maybe that's something that recently changed. Let's see, vacuum. Let's see, vacuum brand market share. Wait, this is actually a thing? What, now I search for it and then now I can just find it? Where was this before? Oh no, this is like the types. Wait, this is in Asia? Okay, no, this is not what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is like market share of the different types of vacuums. So canister vac, central vac, robot vac, upright vac, wet dry, and then just other. But I'm looking for brand, not for type. I mean, I would like to see, like, for each type, the brands in each type. Market share Dyson market share 2022. Why is... Okay, let's click on that. Let's see. Vacuum cleaner market hits sale. Here we go. These players include Dyson, Bissell, Miele, Aris, and Hoover. 22.06 billion. Okay, is there like a chart, or do I just have to read this? Okay. I had a Sanitaire SC899. The filtration was so bad I started coughing and sneezing after I used it. Should have got the one with the disposable bag instead of the shake-up bag. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot the Innova has a new cordless as well. Have you seen it yet? No, I don't care. I mean that in the nicest way possible. I don't care. I am going to review the Innova at some point, but it's not on the priority list. Nobody is going to buy it. Nobody's going to watch the video. Nobody gives a shit. Not yet. It is 9:40 in my area. Okay. Get a sample copy of this report. Does it include the chart? The charts. I need to fill out my information for a sample of this form. I fucking hate that shit. I just want to read. I shouldn't have to give you my email to read an article or a document or whatever you call it. Robotic vacuums. Blah, blah, blah. Prominent players in global vacuum cleaner markets. Okay, I recognize a lot of these. Dyson, Karcher, American Vacuum Company. What is that? Goodway Technologies Corp. Wieland Lufttechnik. Vacuum Max. Ghibli, Tiger Vac. I have no idea what any of those are. Okay, Pneumatic Nil Fisk. Okay, those I know. There is vacuum cleaner market share. Okay. I don't understand. See you later. Your videos are awesome. Thank you. See you later. In the US, 65% of the vacuum market share is from uprights, 5% from canisters, 10% from stick vacuums, and 10% from corded stick vacuums. Corded stick vacs are 10%? Oh god. Wait, so corded stick vacs are more popular than canister, or twice as popular as canisters. That's awful. Those are horrible. I hate those things. Those are so bad. I blame Shark. There's one over here. They're just garbage. Why would you want a stick vac with a fucking cord attached to it? That does not surprise me, though. Uprights are very popular here. I always hate it when people try to shoehorn me a fucking canister. Like, you need a canister. You just have it right there. It's mostly Alex. You need to get a canister. You know, Sebo doesn't make an upright that makes any sense because they want you to buy a canister. Miele doesn't make an upright that makes any sense because you gotta buy a canister. Like, I don't want a fucking canister. I don't want to have to carry 2 pieces around every time I want to vacuum something. Where is this? I feel like it's mostly about robotic vacuums. Yeah. Jesus. I almost just tripped and fell over. Had to clock out for a bit. What did I miss? I'm just going to listen to the stream. If I stop chatting, I fell asleep. Well, yeah. All the rip-off sanitaires are very loud, trust me, I know. How about a Hoover Wind Tunnel Supreme Blue? Is it a good vacuum? Yes, it is. Needs a bag. Yeah, definitely get HEPA bags. I'm eating my fries fresh from the oven. Nice. I had some hash browns earlier. McDonald's fries are tasty. I always order them without salt. Because with salt, they're not good, but without salt, they're pretty decent. Shark is blame. Yes, I miss canisters. Yeah, it kind of sucks how Dyson's just kind of neglecting their canisters now. At least in the States. Obviously, they're going the way of cordless for the most part, but they went through all the effort to update the uprights, but didn't give the same love to the canisters. In fact, they've been kind of half-assing their canisters. Because isn't their most recent canister didn't just have like a turbo head, didn't even have like an actual power head, like with like a proper brush shut off. Like, come on. See, their canisters really should be, honestly, their uprights too. They should just have, like if they should have it just like the uprights, where there's a main head that you can turn the brush on and off for, on for carpets, off for bare floors. And then in some countries like Japan, their canisters have soft rollers, like for bare floors, which is such a cool idea. And honestly, they should have them for their uprights too. Like, hear me out. They should have, because obviously with the Easy Push cleaner head, they have no problem selling a separate cleaner head that replaces the original. So they should also have a soft roller cleaner head as an option for the upright, and more importantly, have both cleaner heads, both the soft roller and the upright style hair removal vane cleaner head, or cordless. They're the same on both really, and have that on the cylinder. I don't know why they don't. I mean, I do know why they don't, because their canisters are never in stock anyways, and nobody seems to want them or care about them, so they just don't bother. So, but it sucks, because for the people in the States that like canisters, you're kind of getting shafted if you want a Dyson. Because the canister that you buy, even if you find one in stock, is last gen tech. It's last gen tech. So I'm pretty sure it's based on the Kinetic, right? Which is 2 generations old at this point. So, it sucks, man. I ate pizza. Nice. Fucking use the director vacuum to murder the spider. Okay. My 2015 Bissell Powerlifter Pet Model 1309 had a big piece of dog hair stuck where the belt was. It's pretty common on those. I have a Hoover Wind Tunnel Supreme vacuum sitting in my room. That's probably the 77th vacuum I have. I've probably got about probably like 150 vacuums at this point. Maybe like 200 almost 200. If I include the ones in my basement, I definitely have 200. Because upstairs I have like, last I checked it was like 130 or 140. No, it was more than that. It was like 150 or 160. And then I probably have like another... Actually, I probably don't have 200. Because I only have like 20 downstairs, if that. I want to say it's like 15 or 20. So I definitely don't have 200 anymore. But that's a good thing. I don't want that many. That's a little ridiculous. My forehead's just getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so... I have school tomorrow. Okay. Cool. To wake up at 6. We're also having a Christmas party at my school, so I guess it'll be fun. Ooh, that sounds fun. Go to school, by the way. I'm in 4th grade. Wow, 4th grade? Jesus. I'm in 7th grade. I'm in 6th. Okay, apparently everyone's... I'm 11. Wow, I didn't know my audience skewed that young. Well, then again, I bet a lot of parents, like, reach out to me and say, like, oh, my 2-3-year-old loves your videos. But I don't know there's actually, like, elementary school kids watching. Well, apologies for my foul language, but whatever. Realistically speaking, your parents probably have cursed in front of you at some point. They won't admit it, but they probably, statistically, they do. So, yes, HEPA Type Y bags or HEPA Style 7 do fit and do work and are much cheaper. DC-39, yeah. Dog's a golden retriever. Yeah, nice. Sophie is her name. Aw. Just heard a gunshot outside. Was half asleep. I'm so pissed now. Well, that's not good. They need a canister with a motor bar, anti-tangle head, and a laser slim fluffy head. That's what I just said. That's what I just said. They should have the laser on both sides of the nozzle. Honestly. I feel like in the next iteration that they update the cleaner head, they'll probably have a laser on both sides, which they really should have just done in the first place. Or who knows, maybe the laser's so expensive they need it on only one side. Have that book camera. What? You should get one. They have that blue camera whisper tones still? Yes, I do. I'm trying to get rid of it. I have 77 vacuums now because I just got one from Goodwill for 19 bucks. It is an old Hoover Wind Tunnel Supreme Blue Edition. Tell me if it's a good vacuum. Yeah, it is a good... Well, it doesn't... Why are you asking me if it's a good vacuum if you already own it? If you already have it, use it and decide for yourself if it's a good vacuum. Asking if something's good only makes sense if you're deciding whether or not to purchase it. If you already have it in your possession, then it doesn't matter whether or not I think it's good. It matters whether or not you think it's good. So use it and make that determination for yourself. There's a newer version of the Kinetic that we never got in the US, Canada, or Australia. Of the Kinetic upright or the Kinetic canister? The new one is twice as bright as the original. Oh, you mean the laser? Oh, so there is a new version where the laser's brighter? That's cool. On most Singer Bissell vacuums, the power switch is in a crappy place. Yeah, it's behind the attachments. Only low ones. The higher ones have them on the handle. Are you thinking of the wind tunnels? Or do some of the Singers have it on the handle? I want one of those old Japan canister vacuums that Vaxsock has, specifically the green one. It needs bags. My fries and spaghetti were amazing. That's a interesting combo, but whatever. I am eating chicken. Why is everyone announcing the food they're eating? I haven't eaten anything yet. Well, I had something like... No, I had like a shrimp lobster bake. But that was at like 1 o'clock. It's almost 10. I probably need to eat something. But I don't really want to eat... Well, I don't feel like making anything. I could always slap something in the microwave. Let's see, what's our viewership still at? We're still at 14 viewers. Yeah, I'm definitely... I was going to end this at 10, but we still got a bunch of people in here, so I'm going to keep going. So, I'll keep going until people start dropping out. So, by all means, I'm here until as long as you guys want to be. I'll be here. But I will take a brief intermission to go stick a foodula, that's not a word, a food-related object into the microwave. So I will be right back. Rick Hoover says keep going. I will. I'm just going to go stick something in the microwave. I don't know why I'm pointing that way. The kitchen's that way. But it's on the other side of this wall and that way. You understand how hallways work. I'll be right back. I was gonna throw this at the stream, but I was worried that I was gonna like hit the keyboard and stop the stream. Where are you sticking the microwave? One of my Taipei things that I really like. What time is it in your state? It is 9:57 right now, because I'm in the central time zone, because I'm in Illinois. I had 12 peanut butter cookies. Oh, I love peanut butter. Ooh, that reminds me. Ooh. I just got these not too long ago. I had never seen these before. So you know, like the wafers, right? I'm out of breath. I ran from the kitchen. So you know how they have like the strawberry wafers, the chocolate wafers, vanilla wafers. I love those. Not the chocolate ones so much, but the strawberry ones are great. These ones, peanut butter. Fuck yeah. I love me some. See, it combines two things I love: peanut butter, wafers, and square things, which is just awesome. So, but yes, peanut butter cookies are fantastic. I love peanut butter. I also love baking too, so it's a shame that you don't live closer to me, because I would totally bake you cookies. Let's see. Peanut butter wafers baked with real roasted peanuts. No artificial flavors or colors. No high fructose corn syrup. I don't know how much I believe that, but who cares. So this will satiate me until my actual food is ready. I also grabbed one of my Uncrustables, because these things, they're way too expensive. You can make these yourself for like way cheaper. Even if you want it to be in the same shape, you can get like little molds that will like fold off bread. You can literally make them exactly like this at home and in a healthier way. But there's just something that I like about these, how you just thaw them out and they're just good. They're not practical, but I still get them because I'm lazy. And yeah, so how do I open this? I haven't really thought this through. Wait, no, that's not. Wait, where? I didn't move, Dyson. Okay, move. All right, but I don't know how this opens. Is it? I guess we're doing food reviews now, apparently, which I'm fine with. It doesn't bother me. Is there like? Yeah, so there's no like pull tab. I just have to just rip this open like a caveman. Okay. How am I supposed to grab this? Fuck this. Okay. Just kind of rip that open. See, now the things in the way, so the mic's in the way, so I can't see because I have all these phones on my desk. I don't know why I didn't put any of these phones away. Look at all these phones. I got a Galaxy Y. I've got a Galaxy Mega, which is mostly Samsungs. I've got a Galaxy Note 8. I've got my Galaxy Note 9, which is my actual phone. So I've got those two, which I think, what's my Note 9 at? Oh, 32. Let me put that on the charger. So I've got that. I've got my Galaxy Note 3. Got my Galaxy Note 2. Got my LG G5. I've got my LG, whatever this piece of crap is. I've got this LG that's a piece of junk. I've got this like government UMX phone, which is trash. I really should just throw this away. It's so bad. And then I've got my Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. So big stack of phones. Then I have two random SD cards. This one's 64 and this one's 256. That's bigger than the one I have in my phone. I probably should put that in there. I don't even know where that came from. And then now to move my heat gun out of the way, which I probably should unplug because that's probably a fire hazard, because I was fixing my Note 8. Move the card out of the way. Let's not drop that knife because that could be dangerous. In fact, we're going to move that over here. And there. Now this is off to the side. Oh, my... It's pressing keys on the keyboard. I don't know what it... I do not know what it just did. Okay, I don't think it messed anything up. Alright. So now we've opened this. I just heard the microwave go off, but that needs to cool anyways. Okay, so I did kind of tear this one up a little bit, but... Oh, it's very flaky. That is fantastic. Wow. That is awesome. It's so crummy. All these crumbs off here. Mmm. Alright. I'll just have to do that every time I eat one of these. Worth it. My mouth is watering with every bite you take. Okay, calm down. Chill. That sounds creepy. This is why I don't eat in front of people. Because people say creepy stuff like that. Was that my Wii? Is my Wii on? Wait, is my TV even on? What is on? Is my TV on? By the way, if you saw on my other channel on Intellitech Mobile, you would know that I recently picked up a PS4, finally, because I had one of these when I was a kid, when it launched. And unfortunately, this controller does not work, and the system has a very loud fan and doesn't like to pull in the discs. So I paid $189 for it, or $179 or $189, one of the two. It's $180 either way. And so since it has all these problems, I messaged the seller, and they were not happy. They were clearly thought I was stupid. And they were like, the reason the controller's not working is because you need to plug it in. And I'm like, dipshit. I didn't say dipshit, but I was like, explain this to me. If I plug in the red controller with a USB, both into power and into the console, and it works perfectly, charges up with no issues. And then I plug that same cable into the black controller, leave it plugged in for days at a time, and it still does not power on no matter what I do. Then it's probably not me, it's probably the controller working. And he's like, well, it was working when I had it. I was like, I don't give a shit if it worked when you had it. I didn't ask. Actually, no. I take that back. At one point, I did ask if it worked when he had it. And he just said, this item was sold to be in use condition and functioning. And I'm like, okay, so that means no. That means the answer is no, because otherwise, if you were going to answer yes, then you would have answered yes. So you knew it was broken, and you just didn't feel like telling me that. And he's like, well, just because the fan's loud and it doesn't pull on a disc doesn't mean that it's defective. It still turns on. It still technically reads. And I'm like, I understand that, but you could have easily put that information in the description, so that way I would have at least known what I was getting, so it wasn't a nasty surprise. That's all there is to it. But to me, if you're not going to put that information in the description, then you're not confident that I was going to buy it, knowing full well that there was flaws with it. So finally, he tried to send me a partial refund of $15, and I'm like, bro, do you think I'm stupid? That doesn't even cover the shipping, let alone any amount from the system or a controller. These controllers are $70 if you buy them brand new. And so I was like, dude, look, I'll deal with the system because I probably know how to fix it, which is a lie. I do know how to fix it. The DVD drive is not something I can fix because they're married to the motherboard, so that I can't deal with, but it is still reading. So the loud fan I can fix if I open it up, clean out the fans, and reapply new thermal compound. But I shouldn't have to do that for a machine I paid full price for. But I told him, look, if you refund me $80, then I'll keep it, because that will cover the cost of me buying a new controller plus tax to replace this, so I get the two controllers I was promised, and then I can just deal with the other shit. And he just accepted the refund. So I'm going to finish reviewing this on IntelliTech Mobile within the next couple days. And once I review it, it's going back. Because, yeah, unfortunately, there is not much I can do with it at this point. At least not for the money I paid. Because for the money that I paid, I could have just gotten one from the shop that I work at. And, for the same price. Granted, it wouldn't have come with two controllers, but one of them doesn't even work anyways, so that's not really a point. Now, the USB micro B port on this looks okay, but it could be the port because it looks a little crooked, and it also, given how old these controllers are, the battery's just dead. And unlike an Xbox controller, this is a lithium battery that's built into the controller, so you have to completely strip apart the controller to get to it. This is why I actually prefer Xbox controllers, because yes, you don't get rechargeability out of the box. You can just use rechargeable AA's that then work in all of your devices, including your TV remotes, and then if those batteries do die, you just replace them. It's right there. You don't have to open up the controller and risk breaking anything or breaking warranty seals in order to get to it. And apparently me talking about PlayStation is unpopular because I just lost a third of my viewership. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll go back to eating peanut butter. I want cheeseburgers now. That does sound good. Although I generally try to stay away from red meat nowadays. But I'll still have a burger once in a while. I am trying to cut back on my red meat consumption. I order chicken whenever I can. If there's any situation where I get chicken instead of beef, I do that. Pretty sure the only exception is Culver's. Chance you still have that blue Bissell 3510. Yes, I do. I am selling it, but it's currently pending. It's going to be going to Arbach Lover. Arbach Lover 9515 or whatever his name is. It's 4:03 a.m. off to bed. Good night, everybody. Alright, see you later. You have a great night, Parwaz. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, it's 10:11 where I am right now. Wii U. I am going to be picking up a Wii U. Probably before the end of the year. And if not, then I'll be picking up at like late January. But I'll be picking it up at some point and reviewing it on IntelliTech Mobile for the 10-year anniversary of the Wii U. My microwave is beeping. Going to watch the episode of Lucifer on Netflix, then going to bed. Oh, nice. Alright, well, you have a good night, John. It was good having you here. Thank you for the very exciting insight on the industry. I would reward you with peanut butter, but unfortunately, a bit far away. This probably would expire by the time it got to you. And it's been open now, so that wouldn't be a great gift. But yeah, John, if you want to add me on Facebook or something, you can. Because if you do, I'll send you some peanut butter. Rick Hoover. I don't know what these emojis are that you're sending, but I appreciate them nonetheless. I don't know what this little guy's supposed to be. It's very cute, though. Has anyone watched Addams Family Wednesday? Oh yeah, my fiance loves Wednesday. They've been very obsessed with it. It's become my favorite show. Yeah, they love it. I myself have not watched it yet because I'm just not much of a TV person. There's very few shows that ever really pique my interest. I mean, I'm looking forward to the new season of Total Drama, but that's about it. And the only reason I still watch that show is because I loved it when I was a kid. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of cringe, but it is what it is. One of my friends loves that show. Yeah. Do you watch Family Guy? I mean, Family Guy is one of those shows that I never go out of my way to watch it, but if it's on, you know, I'll probably watch it for a little bit. Like, if someone else is watching it, I might watch it with them. But I would never go out of my way to watch it. So that's, you know, how it goes. The most recent show that I really watched was Dynasty. So the new Dynasty, the remake of Dynasty with Liz Gillies. So I love that show. I used to watch. Netflix had this show. I think it was called Circle. I could be wrong. I think it was called Circle. It was like a game. It was like a social media game show, which sounds super cringe because I normally hate game shows and I normally hate social media, but for some reason I found that one like very entertaining. Although I did eventually kind of get bored with it, to be fair. But when I watched it, I enjoyed it. What else? Yeah, again, I hardly ever watch TV, so there really isn't. I usually just watch YouTube, honestly. So there isn't much that ever really catches my interest. But yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other shows. That I can think of off the top of my head that I Enjoy. I don't know. Yeah, mostly what I watch is YouTube for the most part. You watch scary movies at night. I cannot stand horror movies. I'm not very good with gore. I'm not very good with jump scares. I can't handle myself very well. My fiance loves the Saw movies and loves like Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that. And I can't stand that stuff. I always have to go in the other room and I can't hear it. Like I have to make sure I have headphones in, because it's not like the nightmares. It's just like seeing like gore and stuff like that is very like triggering. I guess I just can't handle it. So I just choose not to partake in that stuff because it doesn't entertain me anyways. Like I don't get any enjoyment out of horror movies. Like I appreciate them as an art form, just like anything else, but it's just not my thing. Gotta pull these crumbs off the thing. I mean, I'll watch the Scary Movie series, you know, the comedy like parody of it, but you know, not actual horror movies. Do you have a Hoover Concept one? I do not. I own two. Yeah. Yeah, I don't currently own any concept ones. There was one that I passed up at a thrift store. No, there's actually been two that I passed up at a thrift store. There was one that I passed up that I really regret because it was in good shape. And then recently there was another one I passed up because the handle was broken on, like really broken on it. And I was just like, I don't really feel like messing with it. Because I just don't like self-propelled vacuums. I want to find the version of the concept one that isn't self-propelled, which I've not been able to find. Because those machines are heavy enough as it is, and the self-propel just makes it way worse. So yeah. Soda is very bad. Don't drink it. I can just feel it staining my teeth. That's so bad. As soon as I cut the stream off, I'm brushing my teeth again. The concept one smelled weird. That smelled mine. Yeah. I can hear the microwave beeping. Ugh. Probably should go get that. I just don't feel like it, you know? These peanut butter cookies are really good, but they're very rich. I've only had two, and I already don't want any more. This pack will last a while, for sure. I have one with a power drive and one without. There you go. Got some variety. I want the turquoise one. I don't know if they made a turquoise one without the power drive. I could be. I thought they did. I could be wrong. Rick will correct me if I am wrong, as per usual. Something like stuck on the glass right there. Alright. Why is this not fast wireless charging? It's literally Plugged into a fast charger. Why the hell is this just wireless charging? This is supposed to have been done already. Why is it so slow? 2 hours, 2.5 hours really to charge? What are you doing, dude? Do I have it turned off? Is it 11:20 and I have a Christmas party tomorrow? Good night, people. Good night. I got a Power Max 2 not too long ago, really good condition with all the attachments. Nice. The U4219 is one you're talking about. Do you still have your Toyota car? Of course I do. It's still my daily driver, literally. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Alrighty. Well, I need $375 for my dual Santa Tron 50 because I'm going to buy it on eBay as soon as I have the money for it. Well, what kind of Toyota is it? It's a 2003 Toyota Avalon XLS. It's a very nice car. Well, it's not nice. It's pretty beat up, but, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to charge any faster, you piece of shit. Wireless charging, 39%. Why aren't you fast wireless charging? I have you plugged into a Type-C fast charger. Is it not plugged in all the way? So what if I plug it in? Yeah, fast charging. So why is it fast charging when I plug it in, but it's not fast wireless charging? Like, this is a genuine Samsung charger, so it should definitely be fast. Why does it just say wireless charging? It's stupid. Toyotas are tanks. Yeah, for sure. There's two cars I really want. 2008 Volkswagen Beetle Turbo Sport and 2009 Acura TI Dark Purple. Nice. I have a Toyota Corolla Elite from 2015. Nice. Can't go wrong with a Corolla. Can't go wrong with any Toyota, really. 2 hours 40 minutes. Are you fucking kidding me? How is it? How have I charged it and then now it's taking longer to get to 100%? This is stupid. Okay, is this on? Okay. What does this say? Does this say fast wireless charge? Okay, this also says charging wirelessly. So it's not the phone. It's the charger. Is my charger dead, really? Or is my charger dying? Stupid. Do I have to plug it in the other way? I don't get it. Whatever. I have the new Genesis GV80. Nice. And a very rare 2008 Volkswagen EOS that my big sister drives. Cool. Have you heard of the Dodge Charger Hellcat? Yeah, of course. Okay, I'll just plug it in. Wireless charging is supposed to be convenient and fast, and it's currently neither of those. So many phones. Software update. No, I don't want an update later. Stupid microwave. I has a boot. Hi, baby. Oh, careful. Hi, baby. Hi, honey. Yeah? Oh. Trying to squiggle out? Okay, you can go. That looks like my cat, but my cat died in 2020. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks, dude. It always sucks to lose a kitty. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Boots normally doesn't let me hold her, but that time she did, sort of. But yeah, Rika loves it whenever I hold her. Well, more so, she just likes laying on my lap. Boots just kind of does her own thing. Boots just loves laying on piles of laundry. It's pretty much just all she does. She'll just lay on piles of laundry. But the only reason I was holding her was because, well, she was in the way of the microwave. So I had to grab her and hold her in order to get my food stuff out of the microwave. So, do you like dogs better or cats better? I love both. Obviously, I have 2 of each. But, I mean, technically I have 1 dog and 2 cats, but roommate who abandoned her dog. Her dog is still here, and it's been a year at this point, so I don't know if she's ever gonna come get her dog back. She gives every excuse under the sun about why she can't get the dog back, but she never says it to me personally. She says it to my fiance and then tells them to tell me, which is just incredibly disrespectful. But whatever. It's so we basically have 2 dogs now, because Cooper is hers, but she never got him. But Ruby is obviously ours. That's the other dog. And then, of course, Boots and Rika are the 2 cats. So, yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks to lose a pet. It really does. That's the worst part about having a pet, is losing them. You know, it happens. At least well, I shouldn't say the best part, because it's not the right terminology, but the silver lining is that at least you know that throughout their final moments that they knew that they were loved and that they were cared for, and that they crossed the rainbow bridge happy. So, it's not ideal, but it's part of life. Technically, it's the last part of life. But yeah. Alright, well, viewers are starting to drop off a little bit, so I think we're going to go ahead and start to wrap this up a little bit. So, if you guys have any final questions or anything like that, anything you want to say, anything you want to ask about, then do it now before I cut this off. I'll probably officially sign off at like 10:35. It's 10:32 right now, so I've got a few more minutes. What year do you miss? Oh God. Not really any, honestly. There's not really any year I can think of off the top of my head where I wanted it to keep going on. Yeah, so there's not much I can think of. Not much at all. Honestly, 2022 is a really good year for me, all things considered. I love your videos, been subscribed since 2017. Oh, that's awesome, thank you. So you've been subscribed since before the vacuum content. Well, that's cool. So if you do want to see stuff that's more akin to that, to like the console stuff, the video game stuff, the tech stuff, the phone, computer stuff, my second channel, IntelliTech Mobile, is what is dedicated to that now. So feel free to go pop a sub over there and get that channel up to 1,000. So, of course, feel free to stay here as well. You can subscribe to both if you would like. So, I always want to put that out there for people who are like, oh, I love your stuff. I just wish you did, computer stuff or, gaming stuff or phone reviews. And I'm like, yeah, I still do all that stuff. I just do it on a second channel now. That is a recent development, but yes, I do all that stuff now. Again, so. I really need new strings. This sounds so horrible. Big fan of the tub video. Tub video? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Snails, right? Snails? I don't know what that is. I wish I came up with a more creative channel name than just IntelliTech Studios. But I don't know. I never did. I'm not that creative on that front. And I can't change it now because everyone knows what it is. Play and sing at the same time. Oh well, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this Thursday stream from Metallic Studios, which is me, and I hope you enjoyed all the clusterfuckery that happened in this stream, the various rants, the horrible music, and me trying to shuffle through a million different cell phones. So that is that. Anyways, I'm gonna eat some chicken fried rice and go to bed. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a good one. There will probably be a video tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, then Saturday. It will be one of two videos that you guys have been wanting to see for a while, so hopefully you will enjoy that. And if you're somehow not subscribed, which I'm sure you are, but if you're somehow not subscribed and that bell is somehow not pushed, then don't forget to do that. And yeah, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good one.